covered financial concepts, the mandate of the National Bank of Rwanda, monetary policy, and many more. 4 schools out of the 35 are here with us this morning, but only one can be crowned the champion of this year's Schools Quiz Challenge. The challenge has 6 segments, and schools with the highest marks overall will face off in the grand finale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite on stage the first finalist of this year's National Bank of Rwanda Schools Quiz Challenge, École de Sciences de Gisenyi. You can come to the stage. All right. Welcome to this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. You've made it all the way here. Out of the 35, you're in the top 4, so congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and the second school is Lycée Notre-Dame de Citeaux, representing the Kigali city. You're welcome to the stage. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
An all-ladies school in the top 4. Congratulations. How does it feel?
It feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
It feels good?
Yes.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
So how were the previous rounds that you guys went through? That out of 35 schools in the top 4, how was the previous rounds?
The previous rounds were tough, but we made it through and we're grateful.
All right. Are you ready to be the champions?
Yes.
All right. All the best.
Thank
École de
you.
Sciences.
Yes.
How were the previous rounds?
Okay.
Were they tough?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the secret that you guys used as a team to make it to the top 4?
Okay, as École de Sciences, our secret was working together and working hard, same as praying.
All right. I hope you work together again
Yeah.
this time
Yes.
round.
Yeah.
All right. All the best. Are you ready to be the champions?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Okay. All the best.
Yes.
All right. Now we're going to start segment 1. I want to know who wants to go first. École de Sciences?
Yes.
All right. We'll go first. In our quiz challenge, we have 6 segments, like I mentioned, and the teams with the highest marks altogether will move on to the grand finale. Segment 1 is the quick fire, and you'll be seeing the questions on your screens. Feel free to ask any questions you can discuss, but remember that you have time that you have to use as a team.
Yeah.
So questions in this segment will be in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the other team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Is that right? Is that
Yes.
clear?
Yeah.
All right. Each question in this segment carries 6 points. Each question weighs 6 points. All right. Let's go. Question 1. Name 2 examples of non-banking financial institutions. The timer is on.
Thank you. The correct answer is microfinance institutions and forex bureaus.
All right, that is the correct answer. LNDC, what does RIPO stand for in financial markets?
Repos stand for the increasing money supply in the economy using the central bank rate.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. We'll pass it on to the
course.
other school.
Of course.
Yes, do you want to take on?
Yeah.
15 seconds remaining.
So our final answer is that LEPOS stand for the purchase agreement, which means it is instrument used to regulate liquidity in the banking system.
All right, it stands for repurchase agreement, and that is the correct answer. École de sciences, what time is given to a set of instruments, procedures, and rules for the transfer of funds between or among participants?
Thank you. The correct answer is payment system.
Payment system is the correct answer. LNDC, banknotes that have become dirty and limp due to excessive usage are known as?
The banknotes that have become dirty or limp due to excessive usage are known as soiled notes.
Soiled banknotes is the correct answer. Courtesians, an individual's ability to make informed judgments and effective decisions about the use and management of finances is known as?
So our final answer is that an individual ability to make informed judgment and effective decision about the use and management of their finance is known as financial literacy.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Last question, LNDC. What are the categories of intermediate exchange rate regime?
The categories of intermediate exchange rate regime, we have the soft pegs and the hard pegs.
That is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 1. We'll ask our judges to tell us the marks for this round.
Lycée Notre-Dame de Citeaux, 12. École des Sciences, 21.
All right, you have had the marks from the judges, and we move on to segment 2. And we'll start with Lycée Notre-Dame for segment 2, which is the brainstorm. So guidelines for this segment, questions will be asked in multiple choice format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the other team and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 4 points. Each question in this segment weighs 4 points. All right, question 1. Treasury bonds can be traded on the secondary market with A, Rwanda Revenue Authority, B, NBR, C, Minicofin, and D, RSE. What is the correct answer?
$45 seconds remaining.
Thank you. Our final answer is D, Rwanda Stock Exchange.
That is the correct answer, Rwanda Stock Exchange. Correct the science. In the circular flow of income, the following occur. A, new income generates new income. B, new income generates new spending. C, new spending generates new income. And D, new spending generates new spending. What's the correct answer?
$30 seconds.
30 seconds to go. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. The correct answer is B. New income generates new spending.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. We'll pass it on to LNDC. Yes, do you want to take it on?
Yes.
Okay, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, new spending generates new income.
New spending generates new income is the correct answer. Next question. What are the banknotes and coins that have been returned from circulation, processed, and checked in Rwanda? A, Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. B, commercial banks. C, National Bank of Rwanda. Or D, all of the above? What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, National Bank of Rwanda.
National Bank of Rwanda is the correct answer. According to science, which information is submitted to the National Bank of Rwanda while sandbox testing? A, key milestone during testing of the product or service, statistical information during testing of the product or service, C, key issues arising during testing of the product or service, D, all of the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, all the above.
D, all the above is the correct answer. Lycée Notre Dame. FSPs foster financial literacy by doing the following, except A, educating citizens about savings, B, educating consumers about methods of calculating interest rate, C, educating consumers about advantages of informal financial services, or D, educating consumers about benefits of nominating a next of kin for accounts. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, educating consumers about advantages of informal financial services.
That is the correct answer. According to science, which of the following statements is untrue about the Treasury bills' functions? A, they are always issued through the country's central bank. B, they are sold through auction in which the competitor sets up the price. C, they commonly pay no explicit interest but are sold at a discount. Or D, they are open for all investors. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is B. They are sold through auction in which the competitor sets up the price.
All right, that is the correct answer. LNDC, the following criteria are used to designate payment systems as systemically important, except A, the system settles no value or long-time transactions. B, the system is used to settle other systems. C, the system settles transactions for critical financial markets. D, systems potential to create significant credit and liquidity exposure or disruptions within the economy should it fail or perform as expected. What is the correct answer?
Our final answer is A. The system settles no value or long-time transactions.
That is the correct answer. According to science, the following are the key fact statement regulations in place, except A, regulation determining key fact statements and disclosure of annual percentage rates for fixed-term credit contracts between financial service provider and the consumer. B, regulation determining key fact statement and information disclosure for insurance products. C, regulation determining key fact statements and information disclosures for accounts. D, regulation determining key fact statements and information disclosure for pension products. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, the regulation determining the key fact statement and information disclosure for pension products.
That is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 2, taking us to segment 3. But before that, we'll ask our judges to tell us what are the marks for this round.
LNDC 18, École des Sciences 12.
All right, you had it from the judges. Now we move on to segment 3, which is a face-off. During this segment, students will work as a team to answer questions assigned to them. All questions will be in multiple choice format and answered in turns. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. And each question in this segment weighs 6 points. Each question weighs 6 points. We'll start with École des Sciences. The loan agreement between NDFI and borrower should contain the following except A, purpose of the loan, B, loan amount, C, amount of deposits secured with the NDFI, and D, maturity of the loan. What is the correct answer?
Thirty seconds remaining.
You have
The correct
30
answer
seconds.
is C, amount of deposit secured within the NDFI.
That is the correct answer. LNDC, the National Bank of Rwanda carries out a core bank function of currency management through the following roles except A, recirculates banknotes and coins that are no longer needed, B, pays value of solid and mutilated banknotes, C, forecasts the demand of banknotes and coins, D, issues banknotes and coins countrywide. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, recirculates banknotes and coins that are no longer.
That is the correct answer. Code de Science, price-based monetary policy strategy involves A, pre-announced inflation target, B, allowing the central bank to be accountable, C, policy actions based on a forward-looking assessment of inflation pressures, D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
So our right answer is D, all the above.
All of the above is the correct answer. Lycée Notre Dame. Government-owned assets include A, foreign reserves, B, gold, C, special drawing rights, and D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, all of the above.
All of the above is the correct answer. The Code de Science. Which of the following components does the government control directly in order to impact GDP? A, investment, D, net exports, C, government spending, and D, taxes. What's the correct answer?
Our final answer is D, taxes.
Is that your final answer?
Our final answer is B, net export.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer, and we'll pass it on to Lycée Notre Dame. Ladies, do you want to take it on?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the answer?
The answer is C, government spending.
Government spending is the correct answer. Next question. One of the following statements about complaints and disputes resolutions mechanism is wrong. A, complaints and dispute resolutions must be a secret that FSPs keep for themselves. B, complaints and disputes resolution mechanisms should be clear and transparent. C, complaints and disputes resolution mechanisms should be clearly explained to the client. And D, a client should be notified of the appeal procedures in case of unsatisfactory responses. What's the correct answer?
Our answer is A, complaints and dispute resolutions must be a secret that FSPs keep for themselves.
That is the correct answer. Code de Science. According to the law governing credit information system in Rwanda, the following are the mandatory participating institutions except A, banks, B, microfinance institutions, C, commercial traders, D, non-deposit taking lending financial institutions. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, commercial traders.
Commercial traders is the correct answer. Ladies, which of the following is a demerit of inflation? A, increase of the value of money. B, households spend less. C, increase of household savings. And D, increase of household savings. What's the correct answer?
Thirty seconds.
You have 30 seconds.
Our final answer is D, decrease of household savings.
That is the correct answer. École des sciences. At what stage of engaging with financial service consumer should the principle of transparency be applied? A, while onboarding the financial service consumer. B, at the contract signature stage. C, at all stages. And D, at the stage of loan disbursement.
Thirty seconds.
30 seconds.
The correct answer is C, at all stages.
At all stages is the correct answer. And that brings us to the last question for LNDC. The following requirements have to be met for the redemption of banknote at face value. A, if the banknote is above half of the original full banknote. B, if the banknote is authentic. C, if 3/4 of the banknotes are damaged. And D, if the banknote is counterfeit. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, if the banknote is above half of the original full banknote.
That is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 3, taking us to segment 4. But before that, we'll hear it from the judges to tell us the marks for this segment.
LNDC 33, École des Sciences 24.
All right, you heard it from the judges. Next segment is true or false, and we'll start with Lycée Notre Dame. Questions in this segment will be asked in open-ended format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 4 points. Is that clear?
Yes.
We won't take it on to the other school in this round because this is a true or false segment. Question 1, LNDC. Any clause of contract governing the provision of any financial products or service to financial service consumer that is unfair becomes valid in its entirety. Is that true or false?
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds. Is it true or false?
5.
The correct answer is true.
The correct answer is true.
Time out.
Is that what you said?
Time out.
True.
All right, unfortunately, that's not the correct answer. Correct answer is false. École des sciences, price stability means that changes in the general price levels of price, the general level of prices across the economy are relatively small or gradual. Is this true or false?
The correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer. LNDC, loan providers can minimize their risk by considering your CRB report before offering you credit depending on how you repay other institutions. Is this true or false?
Twenty seconds.
The correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Code de science, financial service providers are individual or legal persons either authorized or unauthorized by the regulatory authority to provide a financial product or service. Is that true or false?
The answer is false.
The answer is false. That is the correct answer. LNDC, a financial service provider or representative must ensure that any advertising or promotional materials in relation to any specific financial product or service are clear and include all the necessary information to be disclosed. Is that true or false?
Fifteen seconds.
Our final answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Code de science. Individuals who use financial products which are not regulated are financially excluded. Is this true or false?
Fifteen seconds remaining.
15 seconds.
The correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. LNDC, an appreciating currency is always better for the economy. Is this true or false?
The correct answer is true.
The correct answer is true. Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is false. École des sciences, the CBR is set at a consistent level with achieving the policy objectives of monetary policy. Is this true or false?
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds.
The correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. LNDC, all regulated banks and microfinance institutions are members of the Deposit Guarantee Fund. Is this true or false?
Our final answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Last question, École des sciences. An upgrade modern payment system involves the settlement of substantial trade instruments such as bonds, equities, or derivatives. Is this true or false?
Our correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 4, taking us to segment 5. But before that, the judges will tell us the marks.
LNDC 12, École des sciences 20.
All right, thank you to the judges. Segment 5 is odd man out, and guidelines of this segment are as follows. Questions will be asked in a multiple choice format. Teams will take turns to answer questions and identify the odd man out. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, this time it will be passed on to the other team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 4 points. Each question weighs 4 points. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear, LNDC?
Yes.
All right. We'll start with École des Sciences. Question 1. Major uses of consumer price index spot the odd man out. A, used to value the consumer's francs in terms of its purchasing power. B, used as an economic indicator. C, used as a deflator of the other economic series. D, used as an inflator of other economic series. What's the correct answer?
Our correct answer is D, used as inflator of other economic series.
That is the correct answer. LNDC, non-deposit taking financial services spot the odd man out. A, foreign exchange. B, credit guarantees. C, mortgage finance. And D, refinancing. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange is the correct answer. Code de science. Type of general insurance products spot the odd man out. A, motor insurance. B, property insurance. C, retirement insurance. D, liability insurance. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, retirement insurance.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. Examples of liability insurance spot the odd man out. A, public liability. B, goods in transit. C, professional intermediate. D, product liability. What's the correct answer?
Our final answer is B, goods in transit.
Goods in transit is the correct answer. École des sciences. Which of the following statement is the odd man out? A, GDP deflator will only contain prices of domestic goods. B, GDP deflator measures a changing basket of commodities. C, GDP deflator always indicates the price of a fixed representative basket. And D, a GDP deflator is a measure of inflation. What's the correct answer?
Our final answer is C. GDP deflator always indicates the price of fixed representative basket.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. Below are reasons foreign exchange reserves can be accumulated. Spot the odd man out. A, NBR's decision to purchase more. B, large trade surpluses. C, external budget supporting through loans and grants. D, presidential decree. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, presidential decree.
That is the correct answer. École des sciences. The following are benefits of investing in government securities. Spot the odd man out. A, they are very risky. B, you have the opportunity to reinvest your coupon. C, they can be used as collateral for loans. D, they provide more investment avenues for the investor. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, they are very risky.
A is the correct answer. They are very risky. Last question, LNDC. The money market financial instruments include, spot the odd man out. A, repos. B, treasury bonds. C, commercial paper. And D, treasury bills. What's the correct answer?
Our final answer is B, treasury bonds.
Treasury bonds is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 5, taking us to segment 6. Judges.
LNDC 16, École des sciences 16.
All right, it's a tie for that segment, and we move on to segment 6, which is our last segment, and this is the lifesaver. Guidelines of these segments include questions will be asked in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent for half the point and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 10 points in this segment. Each question weighs 10 points in this segment. All right, and we'll start with LNDC. LNDC, Dash is one of the operational targets that the central bank uses to implement monetary policy.
Our final answer is interest rate.
That's your final answer?
Thirty seconds remaining.
30 seconds to go.
CBR is the correct answer. Central bank rate.
Central bank rate is the correct answer. École de sciences, an agreement among two or more countries with a single currency or different currencies having a fixed mutual exchange rate, monitored and controlled by one central bank or several central banks with closely coordinated monetary policy is referred to as?
Our final answer is Carres Union.
Is that your final answer?
Carres Union is the right answer.
All right, that's the correct answer. LNDC. What term is given to formal obligations which are legally enforceable and entitle one party to receive payments or a share of assets from another party?
Our final answer is financial instruments.
Financial instruments is the correct answer. École de sciences. Rwandan banknotes and coins have been returned from circulation. They go through a process where they are checked for counterfeits and extent of damage. What process is this?
The answer is banknote examination.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. What are non-deposit taking lending financial institutions?
Non-deposit taking lending financial institutions. These are non-banking financial institutions which provides lending services and other related financial services but do not receive deposits from their customers.
That is the correct answer. École de sciences. What term is given to a loan where the principal or interest is due and unpaid for at least 90 days?
The correct answer is the non-performing loan.
Non-performing loans is the correct answer. LNDC, define the term demand pull inflation.
Demand pull inflation. This is a situation where the demand is higher and it leads to the increase in prices.
Judges, is that correct?
Demand pull inflation. This is a situation where the demand exceeds the total output being produced in the economy and it leads to the rise in prices or rise in inflation.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question, École de sciences. What term is given to the business aimed at addressing the liquidity shortage in regulated financial institutions by providing subsidized loans to increase their lending or business capacity?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, you heard it.
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds.
5, 4, 3,
The
2.
correct answer is financing service.
The correct answer is
Financing service.
financing service.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. LNDC, do you want to take it on?
Yes.
All right, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is refinancing.
The correct answer is
Refinancing services.
refinancing is the correct answer. And that brings us to question 9. Describe what the term protected deposit refers to under the Deposit Guarantee Fund.
The term protected deposit, they aggregate the credit account balances and they minus it or less the liability you have at the financial institution.
Yes, that is the correct answer. That brings us to the last question for École des Sciences. What system was developed by the National Bank of Rwanda for financial institutions to report data?
Our final answer is electronic data warehouse.
Electronic data warehouse is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of our first finalists of the semi-finals of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Judges,
Under
what are the
this
marks?
segment, LNDC 55, École des Sciences 40. And the overall score for LNDC is 146 and École des Sciences 133.
All right, École des Sciences has 133 and LNDC has 146. That we still have other two schools that are going to face each other. The schools with the highest marks are the ones that are going to face off in the final.
Yes.
So you all still have a chance. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back in 1 minute for the next schools. Thank you. All right, ladies. Thank you. For the chance. Thank you. And we'll be back for the next schools that are representing the southern province. We have Collège de Christ-Roi and Saint-Esprit will be meeting in the next 1 minute. Judges. So the marks for the previous rounds are 136 for a court audience and 146 for LNDC. All right.
$133.
133.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So we'll be starting in the next 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. All right, without any delay, allow me to invite our second finalist of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. We have Koresh de Kristrua, all the way from Nyanza. Please join us here on stage. All right, welcome on stage. And we have Saint Esprit de Nyanza also joining us today. You're welcome on stage. All right, welcome once again to our second round of the finals of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. We have two schools all the way from Nyanza. How does it feel? Do you guys know these guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys know them?
Yeah.
Do you guys know these guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, how does it feel to face off?
We feel great,
Uh-huh.
but somehow challenging.
Okay.
But we have to do it.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
What was your secret?
Okay. First of all,
In the previous rounds?
Yes. From the beginning, it was really a hard work, much sacrifices, but now we feel great.
You feel great?
We feel a hard victory and gain.
Okay, are you ready to
Yeah.
be the champions?
Of course, we are ready.
All right, good luck, all the best. Saint Esprit. Oh, Chris Rua, sorry about that. How do you feel this morning?
Feel good.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah.
So what was your secret in the previous rounds?
Within the previous rounds, tried working hard and taking our time to revise. Also, we strived for the best, and we are looking forward to the victory.
You're looking forward to the victory.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to be champions?
Yeah.
All right, all the best, and we'll start off. Who wants to go first?
We need to go first.
You guys want to go first? Okay. All right, we'll have it. Segment 1. Questions in these segments are on quick fire. Questions will be asked in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it's passed on to the other team for half the points and for 30 seconds. Each question weighs 6 points. Is that clear?
Yes.
Questions in this segment weigh 6 points. All right, question 1. Name 2 examples of non-banking financial institutions.
Okay, 2 examples of non-banking financial institutions. We have MFIs, SACCOs, also money remittances.
What are MFIs?
Microfinancial institutions.
Okay, and what was your other answer?
We said SACCOs, we also said money remittances.
Money remittance, also that is the correct answer. Second question, what does repo stand for in financial markets?
Thank you. Repo help to withdraw money in circulation through income.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. You guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right, what's the answer?
Repo are those financial instruments which are used to withdraw liquidity in banking system.
Judges, what do you have to say? Those two responses. The judges will tell us.
The question was asking to answer what does repo stand for.
Yeah.
It's in the definition of the repos. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So you had it?
Yes.
What the question was asking, what does repos stand for?
Okay,
All right. Well, time's up. You know, we can't give you another chance, but that stands for repurchase agreement. All right. Next question. What time is given to a set of instruments, procedures, and rules for the transfer of funds between or among participants?
The right answer is payment system.
Payment system is the correct answer. Banknotes that have become dirty and limp due to excessive usage are known as?
Banknotes that have become dirty and due to excessive usage are known as soiled notes.
Soiled note is the correct answer. Next question. An individual's ability to make informed judgments and effective decisions about the use and the management of their finances is known as?
Correct answer is financial literacy.
Financial literacy is the correct answer. Last question. What are the categories of intermediate exchange rate regime?
The categories of intermediate exchange rate regime are hard pegs and soft pegs.
That is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 1, taking us to segment 2. Judges, what are the marks?
Collège du Christ Roi, 12. École secondaire du Saint-Esprit, 18.
All right, you had it now from the judges. Segment 2 is brainstorm. Guidelines of these segments are questions will be asked in multiple choice format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it's passed on to the other team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 4 points. Each question weighs 4 points. All right, I'll start with...
Question.
Yes, okay. Saint-Esprit.
About question.
Sorry?
Question about
yes.
The first round.
Yes.
We didn't, the marks question was incorrect. So for us, we are Christian. Don't
have
All right. Full marks.
The judges will repeat the marks for you and you can hear, right? Judges?
Collège du Christ Roi, 18. Saint-Esprit, 12.
All right, Saint-Esprit has 12 and Collège de Christ Roi has 18. All right, first question. Treasury bonds can be traded on the secondary market with A, Rwanda Revenue Authority, B, National Bank of Rwanda, C, Minicofin, and D, Rwanda Stock Exchange. What's the correct answer?
So our right answer is D, RSE.
What does RS stand for?
Rwanda Stock Exchange.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question. In the circular flow of income, the following occur. A, new income generates new income. B, new income generates new spending. C, new spending generates new income. And D, new spending generates new spending. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C. New spending generates new income.
The correct answer is C, and that is the correct answer. Next question. What are banknotes and coins that have been returned from circulation, processed, and checked in Rwanda? A, Ministry of Finance and Planning, B, commercial banks, C, National Bank of Rwanda, and D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, National Bank of Rwanda.
National Bank of Rwanda is the correct answer. Next question, which information is submitted to NBR while sandbox testing? A, key milestone during testing of the product or service. B, statistical information during testing of the product service. C, key issues arising during testing of the product or service. And D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, all the above.
All the above is the correct answer. Next question. FSPs foster financial literacy by doing the following, except A, educating citizens about savings, B, educating consumers about methods of calculating interest rates, C, educating consumers about advantages of the informal financial services, and D, educating consumers about the benefits of nominating a next of kin of accounts. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, educating consumers about benefit of nominating next kin of for account.
The answer is, read it again.
The answer is D, educating consumers about benefits of nominating next of kin for account.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yeah.
All right, what's the correct answer? You have 30 seconds.
The correct answer is B, educating consumer about method of calculating interest rate.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is C, educating consumers about the advantages of informal financial services. Next question. Which of the following statement is untrue about the Treasury bill's functions? A, they are always issued through country's central bank. B, they are sold through auction in which the competitor sets up the price. C, they commonly pay no explicit interest but are sold at a discount. And D, they are open to for all investors. What's the correct answer?
Thirty seconds remaining.
The correct answer is the correct answer is D. Which of the first? The correct answer is C.
You guys can read your answer, please.
The correct answer is C.
Read it. Read the answer.
They commonly pay no explicit interest but are sold at discount.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, what's the correct answer? You have 30 seconds.
Fifteen seconds.
Okay, our right answer is B. They are sold through auction in which the competitor sets up the price.
That is the correct answer. Next question. The following criteria are used to designate payment systems as systematically important except A, the settle system's no value or long-term transactions. B, the system is used to settle other systems. C, the system settles transactions for critical financial markets. D, systems potential to create significant credit and liquidity exposures or disruptions within the economy should it fail to perform as expected. What's the correct answer?
30 seconds.
30 seconds to go.
Okay, our final answer is A, the system structures no value or long-time transactions.
That is the correct answer. Brings us to the last question. The following are key fact statement regulations in place, except A, the regulation determining key fact statements and disclosure of annual percentage rates for fixed-term credit contracts between a financial service provider and a consumer. B, regulation determining key fact statement and information disclosure for insurance products. C, regulation determining key fact statements and information disclosure for accounts. And D, regulation determining key fact statement and information disclosure for pension products. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, regulation determining key fact statement and information disclosure for pension products.
That is the correct answer and brings us to the end of segment 2, taking us to segment 3. But before that, the judges will tell us the marks.
École secondaire du Saint-Esprit 12, Collège du Christ 3 14.
All right, you heard it from the judges. Next segment is face-off. Guidelines in this segment. During this segment, students will work as a team. During this segment, students will work as a team to answer questions assigned to them. All questions will be in multiple choice format and answered in turns. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it's passed on to the other team for half the points and for half the seconds. Each question weighs 6 points. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Each question in this segment weighs 6 points. Question 1. The loan agreement between NDFI and the borrower should contain the following, except A, purpose of the loan, B, loan amount, C, amount of deposit secured within the NDFI, and D, maturity of the loan. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, amount of deposit secured with the NDFI.
That is the correct answer. Next, the National Bank of Rwanda carries out a core bank function of currency management through the following roles, except A, recirculates banknotes and coins that are no longer needed, pays values of solid mutilated banknotes, C, forecasts the demands of banknotes and coins, D, issues banknotes and coins countrywide. What's the correct answer?
The true answer is A, recirculate banknotes and coins that are no longer needed.
That is the correct answer. Next question. Price-based monetary policy strategy involves A, pre-announced inflation target, B, allow the central bank to be accountable, C, policy actions based on a forward-looking assessment of inflation pressures, D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, all the above.
All the above is the correct answer. Next question. Government-owned assets include A, foreign reserves, B, gold, C, special drawing rights, and D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
Yes, the answer is D, or the above.
All the above is the correct answer. Which of the following components does the government control directly in order to impact GDP? A, investment, B, net exports, C, government spending, and D, taxes.
Thirty seconds.
30 seconds.
The correct answer is C, government spending.
Government spending is the correct answer. Next question. One of the following statements about complaints and dispute resolution mechanisms is wrong. A, complaints and disputes resolutions must be a secret that FSPs keep for themselves. B, complaints and disputes resolution mechanisms should be clear and transparent. C, complaints and disputes resolutions mechanisms should be clearly explained to the client. And D, a client should be notified of the appeal procedures in case of unsatisfactory response. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is A. Complaints and dispute resolution must be secret that FSPs keep for themselves.
That is the correct answer. Next question. According to the law governing credit information system in Rwanda, the following are the mandatory participating institutions except A, banks, B, microfinance institutions, C, commercial traders, and D, non-deposit taking lending financial institutions.
The correct answer is D, non-deposit taking lending financial institutions.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes, we need to take
What
it
is the
on.
correct answer?
And the correct answer is C, commercial traders.
Commercial traders is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following is a demerit of inflation? A, increase of the value of money. B, households spend less. C, increase of household savings. D, decrease of household savings.
Thirty seconds.
30 seconds.
The answer is D, decrease of household savings.
D is the correct answer, decrease of household savings. At what stage of engaging with the financial service consumer should the principle of transparency be applied? A, while onboarding the financial service consumer. A, at contract signature stage. C, at all stages. D, at the stage of loan disbursement. What's the correct answer? What is the correct answer?
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds to go.
Fifteen
seconds.
The correct answer is B, at contract signature stage.
B is not the correct answer, unfortunately. You guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right, what's the correct answer?
The right answer is C, at all stages.
At all stages is the correct answer. And on to the last question. The following requirements have to be met for the redemption of the banknote at face value. A, if the banknote is above half of the original full banknote. B, if the banknote is authentic. C, if 3/4 of the banknote are damaged. And D, if the banknote is counterfeit. What's the right answer?
The true answer is A, if banknote is above value of original full banknote.
Your answer is?
A.
A is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 3, taking us to segment 4. But before that, the judges will tell us.
Christ 36, Saint-Esprit 18.
All right. You heard it now from the judges, and next to the segment is true or false. These are the guidelines in this segment. Questions will be asked in an open-ended format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 30 seconds, and each question weighs 4 points. Each question weighs 4 points. This time, we are not moving on one question to the other team. Right? Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. Next, first question. Any clause of contract governing the provision of any financial product or service to financial service consumer that is unfair becomes valid in its entirety. Is this true or false?
Yenyewe
15 seconds.
50 seconds.
That is false.
That is false, and that's the correct answer. Next question. Price stability means the change in the gradual level of prices across the economy are relatively small and gradual. Is this true or false?
The correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Loan providers can minimize their risk by considering your CRB report before offering you credit, depending on how you repay other institutions. Is this true or false?
Correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Financial service providers are individual or legal persons either authorized or unauthorized by the regulatory authority to provide a financial product or service. Is that true or false?
The correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. Next question. A financial service provider or representative must ensure that any advertising or promotional material in relation to any specific financial product or service are clear and include all the necessary information to be disclosed. Is that true or false?
Our later answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Next question. Individuals who use financial products which are not regulated or financially excluded, is this true or false? Is this true or false?
15 seconds.
Well, the correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. Next question. An appreciating currency is always better for the economy. Is this true or false?
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds to go.
It's true.
The correct answer is?
True.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. Answer is false. The CBR is set at an inconsistent level with achieving the policy objectives of monetary policy. Is this true or false?
Fifteen seconds.
The correct answer is true.
Unfortunately, that is not true. The answer is false. Next questions. All regulated banks and microfinance institutions are members of the Deposit Guarantee Fund. Is that true or false?
It's true.
True is the correct answer. Last question. An upgrade modern payment system involves the settlement of substantial trade instruments such as bonds, equities, and derivatives. Is this true or false?
Correct answer is true.
True is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 4 and taking us to segment 5. But before that, the judges have the marks.
Saint-Esprit 16, Christ 3 16.
All right, it's a tie in the segment. And segment 5, which is the odd man out. Guidelines in this segment, questions will be asked in a multiple choice format. Teams will take turns to answer questions and identify the odd man out. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the other team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 4 points. Each question weighs 4 points. Question 1. Major uses of consumer price index put the odd man out. A, used to value the consumer's francs in terms of its purchasing power, used as an economic indicator. C, used as a deflator of other economic series. D, used as an inflator of the other economic series. What is the correct answer?
So our right answer is D, used as an inflator of other economic series.
That is the correct answer. Next question. Non-deposit taking financial services spot the odd man out. A, foreign exchange. B, credit guarantees. C, mortgage finance. And D, refinancing. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange is the correct answer. Next question. Types of general insurance products pull the odd man out. A, motor insurance. B, property insurance. C, retirement insurance. And D, liability insurance. What's the correct answer?
Correct answer is C, retirement insurance.
That is the correct answer. Next question. Examples of liability insurance pull the odd man out. A, public liability. B, goods in transit. C, professional indemnity. D, product liability. What's the correct answer? What is the correct answer?
Thirty seconds.
30 seconds to go.
The correct answer is D. Product liability.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right, what's the correct answer?
$15 seconds.
So our final answer is B, goods in transit.
Goods in transit is the correct answer. Which of the following statements is the odd man out? A, GDP deflator will only contain prices of domestic goods. B, GDP deflator measures a changing basket of commodities. C, GDP deflator always indicates the price of fixed representative basket. And D, a GDP deflator is a measure of inflation. What's the correct answer?
The right answer is C. GDP deflector always indicates the price of fixed representative basket.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question. Below are reasons foreign exchange reserves can be accumulated. Spot the odd man out. A, National Bank of Rwanda's decision to purchase more. B, large trade surplus. C, external budget support through loans and grants. And D, presidential decree. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is D, presidential decree.
Presidential decree is the correct answer. Next question. The following are benefits of investing in government securities. Spot the odd man out. A, they're very risky. B, you have the opportunity to reinvest your coupon. C, they can be used as a collateral for loans. D, they provide more investment avenues for the investor. What is the correct
The odd
answer?
man out is A. They are very risky.
A is the correct answer. Next question. The money market financial instruments include, spot the odd man out. A, repos. B, treasury bonds. C, commercial paper. And D, treasury bills. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is B. Treasury bond.
The correct answer is
B. Treasury bond.
Treasury bonds is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 5, taking us to the last segment, which is segment 6, the lifesaver. Judges?
Saint-Esprit 12, Christ 3, 18.
All right, Christ 18, Saint-Esprit 12. Last segment, here are the guidelines for these segments. Questions will be asked in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions will be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 10 points. Each question weighs 10 points. Is that clear? Each question weighs 10 points in this segment.
Yeah.
All right, first question. Dash is one of the operational targets that the central bank uses to implement monetary policy.
Thirty seconds.
30 seconds.
$15.
You have 15 seconds.
$5.
Low and unstable inflation. Unstable inflation.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, what's the answer?
And the answer is the interest rate.
All right, judges, you have it there. Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is CBR, or central bank rate. Next question. An agreement among two or more countries with a single currency or different currencies having a fixed mutual exchange rate monitored and controlled by one central bank or several central banks with closely coordinated monetary policies is referred to as?
Currency union.
Currency union is the correct answer. Next question. What term is given to form obligations which are legally enforceable and entitle one party to receive payments or a share of assets from another party?
$30 seconds remaining.
You have 30 seconds.
Credit transfer.
Credit transfer, unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right, what is the answer?
The answer is financial instruments.
Financial instruments is the correct answer. Next question. When Rwandan banknotes and coins have been returned from circulation, they go through a process where they are checked for counterfeits and extent of damage. What process is this?
That process is banknote examination.
Banknote examination is the correct answer. Next question. What are non-deposit taking lending financial institutions?
Non-deposit taking lending financial institutions. These are institutions that entirely deal with taking, with lending, but does not deal with accepting deposits from any activities.
All right, that is correct. Next question. What time is given to a loan where the principal or interest is due and unpaid for at least 90 days?
And our final answer is non-performing loan.
Non-performing loans is the correct answer. Next question. Define the term demand pull inflation.
Demand pull inflation is the inflation occurs when aggregate demand exceeds or greater aggregate supply.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next, what term is given to the business aimed at addressing the liquidity shortage in regulated financial institutions by providing subsidized loans to increase the their lending or business capacity.
Our final answer is refinancing services.
Your final answer is?
Refinancing services.
Refinancing is the correct answer. Next question. Describe what the term protected deposit refers to under the Deposit Guarantee Fund.
Deposit Guarantee Fund is a fund established and controlled by National Bank of Rwanda in order to protect customer deposits.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right. You have 30 seconds.
Fifteen seconds.
15 seconds you have.
The correct answer is that protect deposits are those deposits including interest, risk, and liability, which are protected by DGF, which was initially an individual serves to any commercial bank or MFIA.
All right. Judges, the judges are saying that is wrong. And the answer is the amount being the aggregate credit balance of accounts maintained by a depositor at the financial institution, less any liabilities of the depositor to the financial institutions. All right, and we'll have the last question. What system was developed by the National Bank of Rwanda for financial institutions to report data? What system was developed by the National Bank of Rwanda for financial institutions to report data?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. All right, you have a final answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct answer is EDWH, Electronic Data Warehouse.
All right, electronic data warehouse is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of our second round. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations once again, and that brings us to the end. The judges will tell us the final marks for this round.
Under this segment, École Secondaire du Saint-Esprit scored 20, and Collège du Christ Roi scored 55. The overall score for École Secondaire du Saint-Esprit is 90, Collège du Christ Roi 157.
Christ Roi has 157 and Saint-Esprit has 90. Once again, congratulations. The judges will tell us the teams that are making it for the final round. We'll take 1 minute for our commercial break and we'll be back for the grand finale.
So the teams that went through to the finale is Lycée Notre-Dame de Citeaux that scored 146, and Collège du Christ Roi that scored 157.
All right, for the finals we have LNDC facing it off with Collège de Christ Roi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You may go back and you'll watch the finals. Thank you. Congratulations once again. You have done an amazing job. Great. Another big round of applause. All right, we'll invite on stage LNDC to come and take the stage for the grand finale. Asante. All right, now we have it. Chris Rua, how does it feel to be in the final? How was the semi-final?
Somehow challenging,
Somehow challenging,
but make it.
you made it. What was the secret?
Our secret was team working and working hard.
The that we used is better facilitation.
Okay, you're
Oh,
working
best
hard and better facilitation.
Yeah.
All right. LNDC, welcome back on stage.
Thank you.
How does it feel? How was the semi-final?
It was challenging, but we're happy to be here at the finals.
You're happy to be here at the finals. All right. Two of these, one to walk away as the champion of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right. Who wants to go first?
You need to go first.
Who wants to go first?
We need
to go first.
Okay, how do I determine this? Okay. So, LNDC judges, you tell us who can go first.
Alphabetical
Who is
order.
more ready?
We are the one.
All right, the judges tell us.
Alphabetical order.
Sorry?
Alphabetical order.
Oh, we'll go with the alphabetical order. All right, we have College, which starts with a C, and we have Lycée, which starts with an L. So we'll go with C. So, Chrisua, segment 1 is a quick fire. I know you know this, and the guidelines of this segment. Questions will be asked in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each team weighs 6 points. Each question weighs 6 points. All right, we'll start with question 1. Which body of the government approves the fiscal policy in Rwanda? Which body of the government approves the fiscal policy in Rwanda?
Okay, our final answer is legislature, bracket, parliament, and executive.
Parliament is the correct answer. LNDC, a safe space in which businesses can test innovative products, services, and business model is also known as?
The correct answer is sandbox.
Sandbox is the correct answer. Chris Rua, why was the law relating to financial service consumer protection enacted?
The law of Financial Service Consumer Protection Law was enacted in the purpose of protecting financial service consumer for being engaged, through fair treatment, managing conflict of interest, and avoiding selling unsubsidized goods for the financial service consumers.
All right, that is correct. Next question, LNDC. What indicator is commonly used to assess the stance of the fiscal policy?
The indicator used to assess the stance of fiscal policy is overall balance.
Your answer is?
Overall balance.
Overall balance is the correct answer. Next question. What term is given to a record of financial transactions made between consumers, businesses, and the country's government with the rest of the world?
So our final answer is BOP, balance of payments.
Balance of payments is the correct answer. Last question, LNDC. What was the government of Rwanda's motive for establishing the Economic Recovery Fund?
The government of Rwanda's motive for establishing the Economic Recovery Fund was to support the recovery of the businesses hardest hit by the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right, that is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 1, taking us to segment 2. Judges?
LNDC 18, Collège de Christ Roi 18.
All right, it's a tie. Next segment, brainstorm. Guidelines in this segment. Questions will be asked in multiple choice format. Each team will take turns to answer questions asked to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once the question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent for half the points and for 30 seconds. Questions in this round weigh each weigh 4 points. Is that clear, Christopher? LNDC,
Yes.
is that clear?
Yes.
All right, we'll start with LNDC. LNDC, what are the 4 dimensions of financial inclusion monitored by the National Bank of Rwanda? A, access, B, quality, C, usage, and D, all the above.
Our final answer is D, all of the above.
That is the correct answer. Next question, Chris Rua. The initial testing period from the start date of the sandbox is A, 6 months, B, 9 months, C, 12 months, and D, 8 months. What's the correct answer?
Our final answer is A, 6 months.
That is the correct answer. LNDC, when were the treasury bills issued for the first time on the money market in Rwanda? A, 2002, B, 2006, C, 2010, and D, 1998.
Our correct answer is D, 1998.
Yes, 1998 is the correct answer. Next question. The process and degrees of economic integration can be divided into the following steps, except A, customs union, B, double market, C, monetary union, and D, complete economic integration. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is B, double market.
That is the correct answer. Next question. For all bonds issued by National Bank of Rwanda, coupon payments are made every A, 3 months, B, 9 months, C, 6 months, and D, 12 months. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, 6 months.
6 months is the correct answer. Next question. The circular flow is a key process in explaining how expenditure, output, national economy are created over time. B, national income, capital and expenditure are created over time. C, capital exports and expenditure are created over time. And D, none of the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, expenditure, output, and national income are created over time.
That is the correct answer. Next question, LNDC. When general price levels rise, each unit of currency buys A, more goods and service, B, the same level of goods and services, C, less goods and services, D, none of the above. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, less goods and services.
That is the correct answer. Last question, Chris Rua. Governments use fiscal policy to influence the economy by changing the following, except A, the extent and composition of spending, B, the level of inflation, C, the level and types of taxes, D, the degree and form of borrowing. What's the correct answer?
The right answer is B, the level of inflation.
Level of inflation is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 2, taking us to segment 3, which is the face-off. But before that,
LNDC 16, Christ Roi 16.
all right, it's a tie again. This is the segment 3 face-off. Guidelines of this segment. During this segment, students will work as a team to answer questions assigned to them. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the other team for half the points and to be answered in 30 seconds. Each question weighs 6 points. Let's start with Chris Rua. What is the maximum time given for the cooling off period under the Financial Service Consumer Protection Law? A, 21 days, B, 30 days, C, 7 days, and D, 14 days. What's the correct answer?
Correct answer is B, 30 days.
30 days is the correct answer. LNDC. As per the status of the financial sector in Rwanda, in June 2021, the regulated financial institutions in Rwanda were A, 598, B, 460, C, 461, and D, 601. What's the correct answer?
Our correct answer is A, 598.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Coach de Crisrua, at what rate will NBR rediscount the bonds at last resort? A, 1%, B, 5%, C, 7%, and D, none of the above.
The correct answer is D, none of the above.
None of the above is the correct answer. LNDC, the annual premium paid by member institutions to the DGF is calculated A, annually, B, daily, C, quarterly, and D, semi-annually. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, quarterly.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question. The central bank rate, or the CBR, is intended to guide A, the country's expenditure, B, the level of taxation, C, short-term interbank lending rates, and D, none of the above. What is the correct answer?
Correct answer is C, short-term interbank lending rates.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. The acronym CARMELS stands for A, Capital Assets Quality Reinsurance, Actuarial Liabilities Management, Earnings Performance, Liquidity Subsidiary and Related Parties. B, Capital Asset Quality Reassurance, Actual Assets Management, Earning Performance, Liquidity Subsidiary and Related Parties. C, Capital Asset Quality Reassurance, Actuarial Liabilities Management, Liquidity Subsidiary and Related Parties. D, Capital Asset Quality Reassurance, Actuarial Liabilities Management, Earnings Performance and Related Parties. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is A, Capital Asset Quality Reinsurance, Actuarial Liabilities Management, Earnings Performance, Liquidity Subsidiary and Related Parties.
And?
Related Parties.
That is the correct answer. Next, Chris Rua. Stagflation occurs when the following happens. A, decline in prices. B, increase in prices by failing in a country's output. C, decrease in prices by the increase in a country's output. D, increase in a country's output. What's the correct answer?
The answer is B, increase in prices but falling in country's output.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. Which type of interest rate works according to the simple interest and does not take into account the compounding periods? A, simple interest rate, B, effective interest rate, C, nominal interest rate, and D, compound interest rate.
Our final answer is C, nominal interest rate.
All right, that is the correct answer. Chris Rua, who are different players in the credit information system? A, data provider, C, credit bureau, B, credit bureau, C, data subject, and D, all the above. What's the correct answer?
The right answer is D, all the above.
All the above is the correct answer. LNDC. The following are the main security features on the Rwandan banknotes in circulation, except A, a watermark, B, feature of a visible impaired, C, widowed thread, and D, image of the canopy. What is the correct answer?
Our correct answer is D, image of the canopy work.
All right, that is the correct answer. That takes us to the next segment 4 from segment 3. Judges?
NNDC 30, Collège du Christ Roi 30.
It's another tie, and takes us to the next segment 4, which is true or false. Guidelines in these segments, questions will be asked in an open-ended format. Each team will take turns to answer the questions. Once you fail, we cannot pass it on to the next team. Once you fail, we cannot pass it on to the other schools. So questions will be answered in 30 seconds, and each question weighs 4 points. Is that clear? All right. Question 1. The National Bank of Rwanda Financial Market Operational Committee sits on a quarterly basis to operationalize monetary policy. Is this true or false?
Our answer is false.
False is the correct answer. Christopher, the depositor of a failed bank or MFI can file a claim of insured deposits immediately after the failure of the bank. True or false?
The correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. LNDC, an economic cycle is the natural fluctuation of the economy between periods of expansion and contraction. Is this true or false?
The correct answer is true.
That is the correct answer. Next question. GDP growth is the same as economic development. Is this true or false?
So, the right answer is false.
False is the correct answer. During bonds issuance, the competitive bidder sets up the price. Is this true or false?
Fifteen seconds. 5.
Our final answer is
Time out.
true.
All right, you ran out of time. Ran out of time. We're so sorry, and the answer is true. All right, next. FSPs have the full right to amend the loan contract after signature whenever judged necessary. Is this true or false?
The right answer is false.
False is the correct answer. Next question. Non-deposit taking financial institutions do not subscribe to the Credit Reference Bureau. Is this true or false?
The correct answer is false.
False is the correct answer. Next question. Money laundering activities involve the conversion, transfer, or handling of property whose perpetrator knows that such property is the procedure of time. Is this true or false?
The answer is true.
True is the correct answer. Next question. Base money comprises of liabilities of the National Bank of Rwanda that support the expansion of money supply and credit. Is this true or false?
Our final answer is true.
True is the correct answer. That takes us to the last question. Chris Rua. A good CRB report can be used as collateral to secure loans. Is this true or false?
So right answer is true.
Right answer is true, and that brings us to the end of segment 4 and taking us to segment 5, which is the odd man out. Judges.
Christ Roi 20, LNDC 16.
All right, you heard it from the judges. now to segment 5, which is the odd man out. Questions in this segment will be asked in multiple choice format. Teams will take turns to answer the questions and identify the odd man out. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the opponent team for half the points and for 30 seconds. Each question in this segment weighs 4 points. Each question weighs 4 points. Question 1. Money laundering involves the following activities. Pour the odd man out. A. Handling funds that are the proceeds of crime. B. Discussing the truth, nature, and origin of property, knowing that it is proceed of the crime. C. Accusation, possession, or use of funds derived from non-criminal act. D. Concealment of location, movement, and disposition of funds that are proceeds of a crime. What is the correct answer?
The odd man out is C, acquisition, possession, or use of funds derived from non-criminal
That
act.
is the correct answer. Next question. Source of funding of non-deposit taking lending financial institutions. Identify the odd man out. A. Loans. B. Client deposits. C. Donations. And D. Grants. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is B, client's deposit.
That is the correct answer. Next question. Information required before signing a contract. Spell the odd man out. A. The terms of the loan. B. The charges and fees applicable. C. Knowing the net capital of the financial institutions. And D. Whether the interest rate is fixed or variable. What is the correct answer?
Correct answer is C, knowing the net capital of financial institution.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question. Maturity dates of T-bills issued by National Bank of Rwanda. Identify the odd man out. A. 28 days. B. 108 days. C. 91 days. And D. 364 days. What's the correct answer?
Our answer is B, 181 days.
That is the correct answer. Chris Rua, the following ought to be in place for effective reverse management. Spell the odd man out. A. Treasury bills. B. Governance. C. Reserves Management Committee. D. External fund management. What's the correct answer?
And our right answer is A, treasury bonds.
Treasury bonds is the correct answer. LNDC. These are decisions that are possible when setting the CBR. Find the odd man out. A. Raise the CBR. B. Decrease the CBR. C. Maintain the CBR. And D. Remove the CBR.
The correct answer is D, remove the CBR.
That is the correct answer. Chris Rua, identify the odd man out. A. Financial institutions intermediate between borrowers and lenders. B. Financial institutions provide borrowers and savers access to financial instruments. C. Financial instruments provide borrowers and savers access to financial markets. D. Financial institutions formulate the key repo rate. What is the correct answer?
Odd man out is D, financial institutions formulate key repo rate.
The odd man out is?
D.
Read it.
Financial institution formulate the key repo rate.
That is the correct answer. LNDC. Methods used to compute interest on money market instruments. Spell the odd man out. A. Investment yield. B. Discount interest. C. Simple interest. And D. Bond equivalent yield. What's the correct answer?
Our answer is C, simple interest.
Simple interest is the correct answer, and that brings us to the end of segment 5, and we move on to the last segment, segment 6. But before that, the judges will tell us.
LNDC 16, Collège du Christ Roi 16.
All right, and it's a tie in the segment 5. Last segment, segment 6, is the lifesaver. Guidelines in this segment. Questions will be asked in a structured format. Each team will take turns to answer questions. Questions must be answered within 1 minute. Once a question is failed by one team, it will be passed on to the other team for half the points and should be answered within 30 seconds. Each question weighs 10 points. Each question in this segment weighs 10 points. Is that clear, Kichua? Each question weighs 10 points. Is that clear? All right, let's go. Question 1. Which national institute Which National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda survey is conducted to determine the basket of goods and services in the Consumer Price Index in Rwanda?
This survey is called EICV, Integrated Household Living Conditions Survey.
That is the correct answer. Chris Rua, what is the difference between the definition of a recess and a depression?
Okay. Okay, the difference between the definition of recession and depression, there are some periods in the economy where the real GDP falls. When those periods are made, it's called recession, and when they are severe, they are called depression.
All right, that is the judges. Is that the correct answer? Again, all right.
I've said that in the economy, there are periods where real GDP falls. So when those periods are mild, it's called recession, and when they are severe, it's called depression.
All right, the judges, you tell us. All right, the judges have said that is the correct answer. LNDC, which two methodologies are used to conduct off-site analysis and on-site examinations of all regulated insurance and pension schemes?
Our final answers are caramels and surveys.
All right, that is the correct answer. Next question. What is NBR inflation target band?
NBR inflation target band is positive or negative 3%.
All right, that is the correct answer. LNDC, what is a process that ensures that adequate official public sector foreign assets are readily available to and controlled by the authorities for meeting a defined range of objectives for a country?
The process is known as reserve management.
That is the correct answer. Chris Rua, define the term financial inclusion.
Financial inclusion is whether an individual has access on a wide range of useful financial services, and it may be formal inclusion or informal inclusion.
All right, that is the correct answer. LNDC, what term is used to describe rapid, excessive, and out of control general prices increase in an economy?
This term is called hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation is the correct answer. Chris Rua, state the key benefits of the price-based monetary policy framework used by the National Bank of Rwanda.
The key benefit of price-based monetary policy framework is to ensure creditability and transparency in financial sector.
In the financial sector? Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Do you guys want to take it on?
Yes.
All right. What's the answer?
The key benefit of price-based monetary policy framework is to ensure the predictability and transparency in monetary policy.
That is the correct answer. Next question. What is the difference between declining and flat method of loan repayment? What is the difference between declining and flat method of loan repayment?
Okay, so the declining loan repayments, they care about it depends on the principal amount, where the flat does not depend on the principal amount paid.
All right, judges, what do you say? All right, that is not the correct answer, and we'll pass it on. Do you guys want to answer? Or should we pass? Do you guys want to answer?
Yes.
All right, okay. Remember, you have 30 seconds.
15
The
seconds.
difference between the declining and the flat method on loan repayment is that the declining method is the method of calculation of interest based on the outstanding balance, while flat method is the calculation of interest based on the principal amount.
All right, judges, tell us. All right, you have there your marks, and that is the correct answer. Last question. What term is given to the act of providing property or funds for the manufacture or use of nuclear weapons?
The correct answer is financing of proliferation of the nuclear weapons.
All right, that is the right answer, and that brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of the grand finale of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. A round of applause. All right, congratulations. So the judges will tell us the marks for this round, and they'll also tell us the marks. I think they'll wait to tell us the marks for the grand finale. Just tell us for this round.
For this round, LNDC scored 45, and Collège du Christ Roi also scored 45.
All right. So before you tell us the final marks, I just want to ask them. You guys can breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. All right. You guys breathe in. It's over. I'm not going to ask more questions. So, but tell me, how did it feel? How did it feel? How was this round?
It was tough.
It was tough. All right. Are you ready for the results?
Yes.
Okay. Christopher, how was the finals?
The finals were good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was somehow challenging, but it was not too tough.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not too tough.
Okay.
What it all needed, it was just concentration, team working, and just did it.
Okay.
We tried our best
All
to do
right.
it.
We'll know that. Guys, come and join me here. Just come and join me on this side. LNDC, please come and join me as the judges tell us the marks. Yeah, you can just stand over there. Yes, just stand over there. Yes. All right. You have this year's finalists. We have Collège Christ Roi from Nyanza, and we also have Lycée Notre Dame, our finalists for this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. I'll ask the judges to tell us. The judges are still deliberating and want some time. But I just want to ask you, what were some of the things that stood out for you in this whole challenge? You know, there were 35 schools. We did it virtually. So what are some of the things that were standing out for you as a team? All right. We'll ask Mike just to help us.
Bob?
Yes. Oh. All right. We'll have the mic, and they'll tell us, and the judges. Who wants to go first? Okay. Uh-huh. I'll just hold for you.
What was standing out for our team was teamwork and hard work, and we're grateful to be part of all this experience. Thank you.
All right, teamwork and hard work. All right, guys, what stood out for you?
It's all about better facilitations and working hard and learning from the failures.
Or learning from the failures. Okay, all right, some people learn from their failures, others hard work. So we'll now hear it from the judges. Judges, do you have the results for us? The judges, I will ask you to come here and just tell us the finalists, the winners of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge.
So for Christua, we had 145 points, and for LNDC, it was 141 points. Congratulations, Christua.
All right, you had it from the judges. This year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge winners are who is the winner? Oh, correct the Kisrua. Yeah, all of you. He says all of them. So congratulations, Kisrua. LNDC, congratulations for coming all this far. And now allow me to invite the Deputy Governor of the National Bank of Rwanda for her remarks, and also to invite our guests of honor for the awarding ceremony. You are welcome, Deputy Governor. Yes, yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Education, Director General Rwanda Basic Education, Head of Financial Sector Development in the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, good morning, or good afternoon already. It's my pleasure to be here today as we celebrate education and its impact. As Malcolm X once said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. And we are here today as witnesses of that. When I look at these young minds have accomplished and the amount of work they have put in learning and challenging themselves to reach here, we can only be proud and full of hope for our future generation. The NBR Secondary Schools Quiz Challenge is an initiative that the bank started in 2019 with a goal of educating secondary school students about the mandate of the National Bank of Rwanda and diverse issues on economic management and financial sector oversight. And through this challenge, the central bank has worked with different schools from each province of the country. And in this year's challenge, 34 schools participated with representation from each province. And having gone through a very competitive virtual challenge, today we witnesses the top 4 best schools. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all the 34 schools for their resilience that they showed through the challenge. It hasn't been easy because they embarked on this challenge during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the competition was first held virtually given the COVID-19 preventive measures. And to those who couldn't make it for these semifinals and finals, I want to tell you that you are also winners. The reason I'm saying that is that you not only won, but you took home with you vast knowledge and experience. And like we all know, knowledge is power. I therefore encourage you not to look at this platform as a mere competition where you participate to win a laptop or a bond, but rather a source of knowledge that will empower you to become a better economic player in your respective communities. So you go out there and use that knowledge that you have sourced from this competition. I want to also thank the school administrations and teachers who have taken part in this year's challenge, and we extend our heartfelt appreciation for all the support and facilitation that you provided. We delight in partnering with you to impart knowledge among the Rwandan youth, who in turn become our future policymakers and leaders. And to all our stakeholders, thank you for supporting the journey of financial education among the youth. We pledge our continued partnership as we build a financially capable generation. And lastly, let me thank the organizing team that has made this challenge a success, and each one of you who took your time to be with us today and witness brilliant minds thrive. Our immense gratitude to you, Honorable Minister, for gracing the final of the BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Thank you. So, and congratulations again to Collège Christ III and Lycée Notre-Dame de Citeaux for getting this far and for winning this competition. We know among you we have future central bankers and leaders of our country, and we pledge as the National Bank of Rwanda to keep supporting you, keep supporting schools as we nurture the future economic managers of our economy and our country. I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it is my honor now to invite Honorable Minister Valentine for the awarding ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you so much for, first of all, inviting me to this great event, but also to National Bank of Rwanda for organizing this challenge. But most importantly, thank you to these young talents we have in our schools. I was so excited when I was following the way they were answering two different questions. And I must confess that I could get 0 if I was among them. So as the Deputy Governor said, we have hope in them because they've shown us that they are really learning, because sometimes there is a say out there that education is not performing well. But when I had all the answers they were giving, I was so excited and had joy in my heart that something is happening. And thank you so much for showing that even though we still have challenges in our education system, we have something to show. We have, and looking at the impact of COVID-19, we couldn't think that and believe that we can be here today. Thank you for being resilient and showing that you've learned something. As the Deputy Governor was saying, you are the future leaders of this country. I'm happy that you understand what you are doing, you understand the You have the knowledge that you are getting from your schools, and we are always there to support. Thank you once again. I didn't prepare any speech, but it's just thanking everyone who participated, the leadership of these schools. That means you are really putting much efforts, the teachers, all those who participated in this challenge. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to the National Bank for organizing this quiz challenge. I think we have to start thinking about other challenges as well. This was a financial challenge, but we do have different programs in our schools. Why not organizing the same for different programs that we have? Thank you once again.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. And right now, we'll ask you to take a step forward, and we are going to hand out certificates to the first runners-up of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. And this is to Team LNDC. Mugabo Jemima can come in front and receive her certificate. And please stand for a photo as you're receiving your certificate, followed by Murunziza Omutoni Tian. All right. Followed by Uwase. A round of applause, please. Uwase Noela. And also we have the Jimana Ganza Ange. All right, a round of applause. So for the winners of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge, we have Umuringa Sonia. Please take a step forward. Yeah. Yes, you can stand just, yes. All right. Huh? Oh, all right. We'll ask the Deputy Governor to also join on the other side. Yes, we have Ishimwe Emmanuel. Mutabazi Inwari Gideon. Also Njendahayo Fabrice. So bring all of them. And also in addition, all right. Let's give them. So in addition to the certificates, students are taking home a laptop and also a gift bag from the National Bank of Rwanda to help them in their studies. All right, so we'll start with LNDC. Please come forward. Yes. Yes. Oh. Congratulations once again. Okay. Oh, sorry. Once again, congratulations to our finalists of this year. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. And also, and now to the winners of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Chris Rua, you can step forward for your gifts and rewards. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. All right, and last one. All right. All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Deputy Governor, for your time and also gracing our event. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. Before we go, we have trophies. We have trophies for the first runners-up and also for the winner. You also have one more trophy. Oh, yes. Please, you can put your laptops just on the side quickly. We'll first go with the first runners-up. No. All right. Oh, this is their teacher. All right. I'll ask their patrons. Chris Rua, I'll ask your patron to come. And also LNDC, please. The center stage. Yes. Here on the steps. Please come and receive your trophy. Well, we'll ask the Deputy Governor to join in for this photo op. Yes. All right. Congratulations once again. All right. And now for the champions, for the winners of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Lindy C, you can take your seat. All right. Congratulations once again to this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge winners, College de Kisrua, Nyanza. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. You can see everyone is happy. All right. Thank you everyone. You may take your seats, Honorable Minister. And all right, you can stay here. You can stand next to me, LNDC. Yes. With your rewards, yes. All right. Thank you once again. Thank you for following us. Those at home, we thank you for your attention. And also, LNDC, once again, thank you. Chris Uwa, thank you. And that brings us to the end of this year's BNR Schools Quiz Challenge. Thank you. Until next time. Thank you. All right. So we're going to see.